far as cancer in the workplace and the best way for employers to handle it, really there are certain legal requirements that set the minimum standards, and then there are sort of best practices. There are two major statutes that employers must comply with. First is the Family Medical Leave Act, and that allows employees with cancer and their caregivers to take up to 12 weeks of leave. That is absolutely required, and the time taken for that time cannot be used in any employment decision. The second act is the Americans with Disability Act, which requires reasonable accommodation. As far as best practices, I would encourage employers to plan for the cancer diagnosis in the workplace now before it happens. That is how we're going to respond from a culture as an employer to the diagnosis. How are we going to reach out and enable people to get treatment and return to work as soon as possible, and how we're going to work with co-employees so that they understand the diagnosis, that people can come back and work productively, and how they can help their coworker.
The main thing that I would say would be helpful in dealing with cancer diagnosis in your workplace would be to have a conversation with your cancer you're a cancer patient, and just really have a conversation based on their needs. Don't be afraid to ask questions and listen to the answers and respect their wishes. Cancer is really different than it was even 5, 10 years ago. People are more willing to talk about it and need help, and are willing to let the workplace help.
I'm Dave McQuiggan. I work for George and Lynch, and my experience dealing with cancer in the workplace regarding my son is that the I think the company gave me enough time to um, take care of my son. That was their very first words from my employer, my boss: go take care of your son. I think the philosophy of the company is take as much time as you need, get your son healthy, come back to work. And what the experience is that when you do come back to work, you are filled with a sense of giving back, of volunteerism, of um, energy to work for the company and really return all that time tenfold. And it just so we don't take the approach of trying to decide specifically how much time people will take off. It's more, what time do you need, and go get your go get your health back, or your child's health back. And that worked for us. It certainly worked for me in our company.